Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Joke Rogers. Coming up on the program today. Men of the Nigerian Customs Service intercept pump-action rifles in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. In northeast Nigeria, women gather in Adamawa state seeking ways to improve the peace in their communities. And the River State government in the South announced the closure of illegal schools across the state. Welcome to the program. Men of the Nigerian Customs Service Federal Operations Unit Zone A, Ikeja, Lagos, have seized pump-action rifles concealed with steel doors and other merchandise goods in a 40-foot container. Briefing newsmen in Lagos today, the Controller General of Customs, retired Colonel Hamid Ali, says men of the unit on routine patrol on Sunday, January 22nd, intercepted a Mack truck with registration number BDG 265XG in the Apapa axis of Lagos State. Colonel Ali says the 3 suspects have been arrested in connection with the illegal importation. Over 600 rifles were seized.
Government decided to prohibit the licensing of pump action and therefore put it under absolute prohibition. So the importation and transaction of pump action is completely, totally against the laws of this great nation. Such deadly contravention of the law is even more unacceptable, and considering the fragile security situation in some parts of the country. Our investigation already commenced, and I have directed that the drag net should be wide open to fish out all persons involved in the importation and clearing of this consignment. Already the officers involved in the clearance of this container are with the controller FOU under detention. This seizure underscores the determination of the service to enforce all laws relating to importation and exportation of goods into and out of Nigeria, thereby contributing to the economy, security and well-being of Nigerians. This feat is no doubt commendable and represents the new normal in the service, where most officers and men are on a daily basis ensuring that illegalities are not allowed unchecked. I commend the controller and all officers and men involved in this great nation. Let me seize this opportunity to call on all well-meaning Nigerians to support the service with information that will assist the service perform their statutory responsibilities in the interest of our fatherland.
As the Boko Haram conflict nears its 8th year, the World Food Programme is aiming to feed 1.8 million Nigerians, most at risk of starvation. But the group's executive director says insecurity threatens those hopes. The fallout from the Islamic insurgency has reached a point where aid groups in recent months have been warning of a crisis, as lack of food, shelter and, of course, medical care threatens refugees with widespread famine and disease.
The World Food Programme plans to feed 1.8 million people worst affected by malnutrition, a portion of the 4.4 million requiring food assistance in Nigeria's northeast. The Boko Haram insurgency has killed more than 15,000 people since 2009 and forced some 2 million to flee their homes.
Boko Haram killed people, more than 3,000 people, more than 1,000 houses burned. Already distressed. Our market is distressed. We will not get market. We will not get eat food.
Ethrin Cousin, the WFP's executive director, says the ongoing conflict could dash those hopes, as the full scale of the crisis and how many are affected still remains unknown.
Insecurity limited us this month from reaching the 1.3 million people we targeted as a humanitarian community to serve. We will only reach 1 million people because of the bombing of the IDP camp and the increase in the number of attacks in different markets that limited the team's ability to reach as many people as they desired.
In January, the WFP failed to reach some 300,000 people of the 1.3 million targeted.
I am imploring the international community to continue to provide us with the support that is necessary to ensure not just WFP, but all of our partners' ability to serve those who have nothing except what we provide to them. This is not a time for us to prioritize one hungry child over another.
Cousin said efforts were hampered by an increased number of attacks on marketplaces, including the bombing of an IDP camp.
There are areas in Borno State in particular that are still inaccessible. And we have no idea of the food security situation of the population inside those areas. So to suggest that we have made significant progress when we don't know the state of all of the people who are affected would be an untruth.
The Nigerian army, backed by the neighbors, have retaken most areas held by the group. But the militant group has stepped up attacks and suicide bombings in the past few weeks as the end of the rainy season facilitates movements in the bush.
In the meantime, women in Adamawa State are championing the cause for peaceful coexistence in the state and the entire northeast region. After a one-day peace summit in Yola, the state capital, the women resolved to spread the message of sustaining the defeat of insurgency and support the rehabilitation of the people, their communities, and damaged infrastructure.
Wherever there is a conflict, women and children are the most affected. The rise of Boko Haram activities in the northeast of Nigeria changed the lives of women and girls drastically, casting them voluntarily or by necessity into roles outside the domestic sphere. They bear the stigma of association with the insurgents and are sometimes barred from reintroduction into their communities. Here today, women, some now widowed from the 21 local government areas of Adamawa State, converge on the state capital Yola to chart a new course in a post-insurgency era. With an estimated 1.8 million internally displaced persons in the northeast, women are the majority among the displaced. Now that peace is gradually returning to the region, the state government sees a need to revive the communities through those on the home front. Apparently for wider consultation, discussions here are in the local Hausa dialect. After the deliberations, the wife of the Adamawa State Governor, Hajia Miriam Jibrila, underlines the intentions for the gathering.
We are here to appeal to the women to live in peace and harmony, irrespective of their religion, their languages, and their tribes.
Participants agree that women have a role to play in restoring peace in the state.
Adamawa women are united. We have realized that we are peace builders. Adamawa women have realized that, and for peace to reign in Adamawa State, women should be involved. And for women to get involved, they have to get something doing. Empowering women, investing in women is the best thing.
We women ourselves, I think we are not determined. We are not ready. Some women are not ready. If a woman is ready, there's nothing a man can do that a woman cannot do. I'm a woman speaking right now. I know the role I played, and I know how I emerged from the primary up to this level.
The platform also allowed the women push their agitation for the global affirmative action on gender equality and the need for self-reliance amongst them.
When news across Nigeria returns, the Sultan of Sokoto has asked Nigerian governors to create more jobs. We'll have details in a moment. Please stay with us.